right, so I want to kind of share this revolutionary thing that's been around for, well, pretty much since propellers have been props. So I've noticed that over the years with the airplane here, I have gotten a vibration, all right? Makes sense. When I was doing the models as a kid, we would always balance the props, put it on a little wire type jig thing and spin it around, and then, make sure that we either shave off a little bit or, make sure that the actual prop was formed. That was the way that we did it for the model airplanes. But a lot of people don't realize that you kind of have to do that for your actual aircraft. So you've got this huge mass spinning in front of the aircraft, and yeah, I got a little bit of work to do there, but huge mass spinning in front of your airplane. And if it's imbalanced, it will cause vibration. And vibration is horrible because, well, number one, you feel it. It's not a comfortable ride. You're being jostled all around by, all the other forces on the airplane, let alone you got an imbalanced prop, you're going to get hit pretty hard. So balancing prop will definitely make you feel better, longer across countries without fatigue, that type of deal. But probably the most important reason to balance a airplane prop is for your engine. Puts increased engine wear on engine. If the prop is shaking like crazy, or even if there's very minor vibrations in there still, that plays a part into deteriorating your engine. Engine's the most expensive part of this whole thing. Place an engine in these things, it's the cost of the actual aircraft. So it's very important to make sure that, you're saving your engine as much as you can, and by balancing your prop, that's one of the ways you can do it. And then also the all the stuff inside your avionics, right? So if you've got steam gauges, those are running on platters. Some of them, they're spinning thousands of RPMs, and any type of movement is just wearing down on those components. I have a magnetic compass card in there, and it's just moving around. It's just jiggling there in the windshield. So, it just makes sense. Things break down a lot easier, a lot more quickly when you have an imbalance, when you have that vibration. So the gist is pretty simple. The mechanic who has a balancing machine will come out. They'll usually remove the cowl, which gives them access to the engine. It's a little piece right here. I'll throw up some pictures that monitors the RPM. Some of the advanced models, you can enter in the aircraft information. It's pretty much an automated type thing, and it will read out, I'll show you mine, where the imbalances are. And the mechanic on that sheet will know, by that machine rather, will know where to put weight on your props. So it's a pretty simple as far as like figuring out what's going on. It takes a little finesse. You need somebody that knows and is trained on that machine, or like anything, only as good as the person doing the work. But yeah, it's great because it will save your equipment, it will save you, it will save your engine, which is pretty wild. But as you can see, once I put my nose cone back on there, or spinner, or really whatever you want to call it, you can't really even see it. So everything is kind of underneath there. So my mechanic used washers for the extra weight. You don't need a ton of extra weight because there's really no need. It's pretty cool how it works. So let me show you a few pictures of what mine looks like and what the machine looks like. But if you haven't done it, by all means do, please. Of course, the price ranges, but it's probably one of the, I don't know, less expensive things that you can do to maintain your aircraft other than changing the oil maybe. Yeah, I think mine cost around $340 to balance it, and you know, I would pay twice that any day, just because of the smoothness of the ride, and you'll be able to see from the sheet that the balance was way off on the props. So if you haven't done it, do it. If you're thinking about doing it, well, do it. But yeah, this will save your engine. It'll save all of your avionics, and it'll be such a better ride. So I just thought I would spend the time to share that with everybody to make sure that that's kind of on top of mind. So you guys can jump on and get it done. Super easy. Reach out to your mechanic or shop that specializes in that. A lot of times you don't even have to do anything necessarily with refurbishing the prop. It's just that balance. But have a good one. I'll see you soon.